And good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Los Angeles. My name is Max. I will be your host for today here on Aviation Videography on YouTube. I'm joined here by my good friend Matt from HD Melbourne Aviation.
Good day, everybody.
Hope you're all doing super well on this lovely, lovely evening here in Los Angeles. It's a bit breezy, it's a little cold, but the sun is making it all the better.
Starting off the stream, we're going to have the Air Canada 737 MAX 8 coming in from Vancouver as AC 554.
And Bart, yes, absolutely. What an opening shot there of the LAX tower. It is absolutely beautiful. Welcome in, Bart. Welcome in, everyone. Let me know if the audio and the picture looks clear. That right there was Air Canada Flight 554 coming in from Vancouver. Alright, just moving things around to try and remove that echo. Let us know if it's any better. Hopefully it's, I think it's just the main camera mic is way too close to us, so I've moved it a bit further now.
Yep, that should probably work, so do let us know.
Everyone's saying good picture and audio, that's perfect. Our next arrival here on the north side of LAX is going to be flight WN460 at Southwest Airlines, arriving in from Phoenix, the 737-700.
Look at that with the full moon in the back, Max.
That's it.
As they approach at 24 right.
And departing there, if it will show up on radar.
Southwest 460 at Yankee cross runway 24 left, turn at building contact ground point 65.
And departing there off runway 24 left was Volaris flight Y4345 taking off to Guadalajara. Evening rush absolutely bustling already. That flight there was Southwest flight 2414 arriving in from Oakland.
Next up, we're going to have the Turkish Airlines 777 coming in from Istanbul. So guys, do let us know if that echo is still there. That would be fantastic, as we can reconfigure some of the layout if it is still around.
What an absolutely stunning shot there with that beautiful sunset here at Los Angeles. Looking absolutely incredible.
600 heavy at Zulu cross, runway 24 left, left turn echo, then contact ground point 65.
And kicking us off, we've got Airline Videos, Kevin, becoming a Boeing 777 class member. Thank you so much to Kevin. Really do appreciate that. Welcome aboard to the AV family. We are very happy to have you on board with us. So just in the distance there, that Turkish 777 just crossing over, just finished crossing over runway 24 left, heading towards the terminal. And blocking its view, taking the shine away from that Turkish, is going to be that Hawaiian A330-200. That's HA9. That's going to be heading off to Honolulu. It's going to make its way up to runway 24 left for its departure. And g'day Haydyn, welcome into the stream. I'm doing very, very well, thank you very much. Had an awesome day out here at LA. Been spotting over on the south side all day, which has been a lot of fun. It was very busy over there today. Highlight of the day, got the MAS 767 cargo arriving and departing, which was absolutely fantastic. And Kitty B has gifted 1 Aviation Videography membership. Thank you so much, Kitty. That is truly appreciated. And to Becky Davies. Enjoy the free month of Aviation Videography membership. Welcome aboard. Make sure you thank Kitty. Just fixing a couple of things with the mics. Get some fantastic audio going here. There's always a few things to fix when we start the stream.
It can go that way. Next up we have the WestJet 737 MAX 8 wearing that new livery, coming in from Calgary as a WS 1514. It's going to be next here on 24 right.
Okay, clear to land, 24 right with 1514, thanks.
There it goes, roaring up on 24 left, Hawaiian Airlines A330-200. That's heading back to Honolulu.
contact Hoke at departure. Have a good day.
Good day, Airline.
Absolutely a gorgeous departure there. Just on 25 right, missing that WestJet arrival.
Cross runway 24 left turn echo, then contact ground.
Hawaiian definitely stole the show there with its departure. Awesome to see so many people in the chat, so many familiar faces from our stream yesterday over there as well on the north side. It's been absolutely fantastic to have so many people tuning in.
Could not agree more.
Matt and I's trip over to the States.
And it is stunning to watch some of these departures going off into the sunset. Absolutely stunning. Looks like our next heavy is tracking downwind of the airport now. It's going to be the China Southern 7879 Dreamliner from Guangzhou, coming in as CZ 327. This used to be the Airbus A380 before they were retired. So definitely a sad sight seeing the downgrade. However, great to get another heavy here on the stream, and particularly such a nice looking 787 at that. And following very close behind that China Southern 787, we're going to have the Qantas A330 from Brisbane, bringing a bit of Australia here with us at Max.
Yes, absolutely. That's it. And we've got Lucy in the chat. Welcome in, Lucy.
G'day, Lucy.
Thank you so much for tuning in. It was awesome to meet you last night. And Bart says, it's so hard to leave the stream with this stellar view, but I'm going to leave y'all alone. Well, no worries, Bart. I think it might be, is it late? It's late over there, isn't it? Over in...
Yeah, it would be quite late in Europe.
Yeah. And no worries at all, Bart. We always love having you on, and we'll have some streams, hopefully at a better time. I was always assuming it would go south.
Wow.
I envied your optimism. And just on screen there, making its way up to runway 24 left, is going to be that Lufthansa A350-900 heading off to Munich as LH453.
So we do have a little bit of a heavy rush, because after that Qantas A330 from Brisbane, we're going to be having the Singapore A350 coming in from Singapore direct as SQ36. A very long flight there, tracking in at just under 14 hours. Quite lengthy. So we've got a few heavies coming up all in a row, so do stay tuned. It's going to be a great sunset show. Absolutely.
Our next arrival on runway 24 right is going to be United Airlines flight 1082 coming in from San Francisco. The 737-900ER. It's going to be a fantastic catch here in this absolutely golden light. I think we've picked an amazing time to stream, with LA providing the goods here this evening. It's currently 5:17 p.m. here in California. Alright, let's swing around and catch this arrival.
Good afternoon, Lufthansa 453 Heavy. We are not quite ready yet. We call you back when ready.
Lufthansa 453 Heavy, roger, hold short of runway 24 left, have eyes when ready.
Lufthansa 453 Heavy, holding short runway 24 left, call you back.
How beautiful is that? And if I turn around, guys, over the car park, take a look at that moon. Doing a bit of moon spotting. Wowee. LA is absolutely providing the best of the best today. There is no doubt about that.
Lufthansa 453 Heavy is ready.
Could not have said it better myself.
453 Heavy, roger, runway 24 left, line for wait.
Lufthansa 453 Heavy, line up and wait, runway 24 left.
And Kevin at Airline Videos with a $20 US super chat. Thank you so much, Kevin. Says beautiful evening in Los Angeles.
Kevin, you superstar. Thank you so much for that. And it sure is a stunning evening here.
Absolutely stellar.
Really been treated well with the LA weather.
We have, yeah, we have. Everyone was saying it was raining last week. And as soon as we come in, the sun comes out a little bit.
I think it's our lucky break.
Yeah, I think so. I think we've taken away from that Melbourne weather we had. It's either way too hot to go outside or pouring with rain.
That's it. No in between, just one extreme or the other. But thanks so much, mate. Looking forward to seeing your show tomorrow morning, and I'll catch you out there with Max over at the hill.
Absolutely. So there's that Lufthansa flight, the A350 heading back to Munich. Just turning onto runway 24 left now.
This is going to be taking off as LH453 off to Munich.
And welcome into Mark, a huge supporter of the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It's glad to see you in here.
Good to see you, Mark.
And Steven San Diego with a $1.99 super chat says, cheers and welcome to California, mates. Well, thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for your donation. You are a true superstar. Alright, let's await this departure here. Not moving just yet.
That's 2459 Los Angeles. 2459, hold Echo 7, plan Echo 7, intersection departure.
Okay, hold short Echo 7, we'll plan Echo 7, departure Delta 24.
455 Heavy, dark way turbulence pursued by a heavy streamline. Landing roll, 2508, that's 17, runway 24, clear to land. Number 453, heavy contact, SoCal departure.
Departure from the 453, goodbye.
China 7327 heavy, exited Alpha Alpha, hold short of runway 24 left.
So just on the north side there on runway 24 right, we just missed the China Southern 787 arrival. I was more willing to get that Lufthansa departure with that absolute beautiful glow. And if I flick the camera right around, I don't know if it'll be able to hold up here. Let's see what we can do. Where is it? There it is. Oh, come on. We've got the Queen making its way over LAX in that gorgeous sunset light. I gotta say, Asiana's livery in sunset is something else. It absolutely is something else. It is absolutely golden out here. That sun is setting quickly though. Alright guys, our next arrival here on runway 24 right is going to be Qantas Flight 55 from Brisbane, back home in Australia. Well, not specifically back home, but back in Australia.
That's
Myself back from
2459,
Melbourne.
RNF 2 Delray, runway 24
Here we
left at
go.
Echo 7, cleared for takeoff, 124010.
24 left at Echo 7, clear for takeoff.
Without
RNF
landing with the moon.
2459.
Delta
There is no better shot.
2378, contact Hoke departure.
Departure go on Delta 2378.
Heavy loss in start number 32401, runway 24 right, cleared 2. Delta 2076, loss in start, runway 24 left, line of away, traffic will cross downfield.
Line up away 24 left, Delta 2076.
Turn Southern 327 heavy at Alpha Alpha, cross runway 24 left, left turn echo, then contact ground point 65.
If you've ever dreamed of a California sunset, I think this is it.
255 heavy at Alpha Alpha, cross runway 24 left and
This is
contact ground
absolutely
point 65.
stunning. Alright, our next departure on runway 24 left there is going to be Delta Flight 2076 taking off to Salt Lake City, the Airbus A321-200.
2459, contact Hoke departure.
You can see that on screen now, lining up to runway.
Helicopter 4 November Lima, helicopter Los Angeles Altitude 3014, cleared to Los Angeles Bravo airspace to the Harbor Route North, maintain VFR at below 900 feet, Haydyn.
So the next heavy landing on our runway here is going to be the Singapore Airlines A350. Just about to complete its 14-hour journey.
4 November Lima, radar contact 8.
Second in line.
Los Angeles Airport, 600 feet indicated.
And Angus, absolutely, it is beautiful to see Qantas here at LA. We are on the other side of the journey of the LAX Express.
That's right, the LAX Express. Just waiting for that Delta to get its takeoff clearance. And looks like flying just north, about 10 minutes away, is going to be that Philippine Airlines at 777 coming in from Manila. Another great one to stay tuned for.
Not even touching the camera right now. Look at that wind shake.
Wow, it's got a bit of strength to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Alright, I don't know if this Delta's going to go first before this arrival here. I think we'll grab the arrival.
Yeah, I think maybe focusing
Delta 2076, Los
So
Angeles
Delta is getting pretty comfortable
runway
there
24
down the
left,
end of the
cleared
runway.
for takeoff.
RNAV Delray 24 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 2076.
Southwest 2561, Los Angeles Tower, thank you. Wind 240 at 9, runway 24 right, cleared to land. Southwest 2561, caution wait airlines, proceeding right at heavy Airbus 350.
On screen there, you're going to see American flight AA3037 coming in from Denver, Colorado. That's an Embraer E175LR. About to touch down there in some of the most stunning light I've seen in a long time.
Alright, so our next arrival is SQ36 from Singapore, the A350-900. Chuck those A350 stickers in the chat.
2076, contact Hoke departure after day.
Departure Delta 2076.
November 4, November Lima, Los Angeles, Bravo airspace to the north, squawk maintain via park, clear change for radar service terminated.
There it is, slowing down runway 24 right, Singapore Airlines flight 36.
November 4, November Lima, radar service terminated, squawk maintain via park,
Stunning
clear change
A350. Now guys, you're going to have to bear with me for one moment here. So look away, I'm going to move the tripod, it's going to shake a little bit, so be prepared. Alright, I did warn you, it's going to shake quite a bit, just for a solid moment as I fix the tripod. It's too low, need it to get a bit higher. Alright, that's better. Much better, I can actually see the camera screen now. Way too low.
Sorry, I'm like half film.
Alright, our next arrival on runway 24 right is going to be WN2561 from Denver, the 737-700 for Southwest.
November 290 Charlie Juliet, Los Angeles Tower, wind 2409, runway 24 right.
Those poles in this car park are making the camera a bit confused with its focus.
Sometimes it can. I think there's going to be a point in time where we're going to have to just switch over to manual focus to keep everything all good.
Southwest 2433, RNAV Sea Del Rey, runway 24 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, RNAV Del Rey, Southwest 2433, 24 left.
Southwest 3909, Los Angeles Tower, runway 24 left, full length, line of 48.
24 left, land, runway 39, 52.
Southwest 545, Los Angeles Tower, number 2, wind 2308, runway 24 right, cleared. Southwest 25.
And Brian Bruce,
Southwest
becoming a
3909, RNAV Sea Del Rey,
Queen
runway
class
24
member.
left, cleared for
Brian,
takeoff,
thank you so much, mate.
2309.
It's a pleasure to welcome you on board the Airway family in the 737 Queen class membership circle. We're going to be adding your name down to the bottom of the stream there, so you can have your name broadcasted for the entire stream to show our appreciation, along with a bunch of other perks, including members-only videos and more. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate your support. And I hope you enjoy the show. We dedicate this departure to you.
Clear 1375, Los Angeles Tower, number 3, wind 2309, runway 24 right, cleared 2 line, caution wave turbulence, heavy 767, will depart the inboard.
On screen there, we're going to have that Delta
Sub 443,
Embraer
Los Angeles Tower, runway
E175 going off to Oakland
Tactical cross downfield.
as DL3909. And do let me know if the mic is a little bit better now. I've just adjusted some of the settings on that to hopefully hear me a little better.
Western Echo contact down point 65.
Sparing no time at all.
November 8, Julia
We have our next arrival. It's going to be just a little private jet with no information available, but it is a Cessna Citation. And that's... That was coming from Vancouver. A nice little surprise here. Always cool to see the private general aviation coming in on the north. And Craig Russell has just gifted 1 aviation videography membership. Craig sharing the love. Thank you so much, mate. Really do appreciate that. And Rolf E is the lucky viewer to receive that membership. So Rolf, make sure to thank Craig for his very, very generous gifted membership there. And Craig, we dedicate this departure to you. This is the Delta flight DL443 going off to Honolulu, Hawaii. It's a 767-300ER, which as Australians we're still very, very excited to see. But huge thanks there, mate. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. And a $4 tip, no $5 tip there from Dustin Jackson, saying planes look amazing going into the sunset. Dustin could not agree more, mate. It is stunning to see. Look at that on screen there. That beautiful orange glow from the sun. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate it, both Max and I. And it's a pleasure hosting this show this afternoon as we watch these sunset arrivals.
Southwest 545, reversing approved, cross runway 24 left, connect with contact ground point 65.
Just awesome. Still loving the moon in the shots as well.
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning at the moment.
For sure there, Max, for sure.
Alright, so our next arrival on runway 24 right is going to be American Airlines flight 1375 coming in from Chicago. It's an A321-200.
And there it is. Just flying past us now. Good day, Owen. Thanks for joining us this evening at Los Angeles. Hope you enjoy the show and see you around. And Lucy, yes, a cotton candy sky indeed. All the colors of a nice sweet.
Exit at Alpha Alpha, cross runway 24 left, continue straight ahead via the bridge route, and at the checkpoint, contact ground point 75. Southwest 2611, Los Angeles, runway 24 left, line from wait.
Runway 24 left, Southwest 26 left.
United 1334, Los Angeles, number 31230, runway 24 right, clear
I don't know if I can get up to that now. I'm not going to be able to. There's a an aircraft making a beautiful trail over the sky. I think you can see it just on the right there. The camera would focus.
I think there's going to become a point very soon, Max, where the manual focus is going to have to come into play, because the camera is definitely not made to focus quickly in the low light. But coming on screen there, we have Southwest flight WN300 coming in from Dallas Lovefield. It's a 737-800, completing its 3-hour journey to Lone Star State. Beautiful orange there just on the runway. That sunset glow show is on departure there on runway 24 left. We're going to have Southwest flight WN2611 going north to Sacramento. That is a 737-700. Going to watch as that embarks on its journey and breaks through that sunset. It's going to be stunning to watch. You can even see the heat coming out from behind the engines.
Skywest 5272, Los Angeles Tower, number 3, wind 2207, runway 24 right, clear 2 lanes.
sparing no time at all. They're getting these aircraft out nice and fast. It's going to be Delta Airlines flight DL1259 going to New Orleans. It's a 737-900, which for Australians is a very rare aircraft type. It's very rare for us to see anything other than a 737-800 and the occasional 700 down south. Beck's saying nice camera work. Thanks very much for that, mate. Max certainly is doing a great job with that. And Joe saying, what a beautiful skyline. Could not agree more. It is stunning to see. And, the direction we are facing is towards the water as well, so we're seeing a little bit of water there on the horizon. It's cool to see. The beachy palm trees that LA is so famously known for. And Ray could not agree more. I'm feeling the exact same way. I'm staring at this sunset, and that is taking the attention away from all the aircraft we're catching. And Michelle says, hi Max.
G'day Michelle, thank you so much for tuning in. Our next arrival, guys, on runway 24 right, is going to be United Flight 1334 from Houston. It's an A320-200.
Oh, awesome. Still not over seeing some of these narrow body American domestic flights.
Oh, come on, camera, focus.
Looks like it's wearing the old livery as well. And yes, we are also very excited to catch that British A380, bringing that to you on this evening's stream. I think we should do a bit of a challenge there, Max. I think we should try and get the British A380 to be first. The most tracked aircraft on Flight Radar. Guys, British Airways is now an hour and 42 minutes away. BA269, coming in direct from London Heathrow. Can we make this the most tracked flight on Flight Radar? Open up that Flight Radar, start tracking that British Airways A380 as we plow through this afternoon arrival rush.
So taxiing there up towards us here on the north side of LAX is Virgin Atlantic flight VS8 heading off to London Heathrow, the A351K. And our next arrival on runway 24 right is going to be United Express flight 5272 coming in from Haley. It's going to be the E175LL arriving on runway 24 right.
Brilliant. Looks like we've also got the Philippines 777 coming our way as well. Thanks Angus for pointing that one out to us. Look at that array of heavies there. China Southern, Virgin Atlantic, and the other one there that I missed just on the edge of the camera.
Heavy loss in a star wind 2207, gust 16, runway 24 right, clear to land, number 6.
Runway 24 right, clear to land,
Butted it, look at that.
207, gust 16. November 4, November Lima, Los Angeles, star clear to the Los Angeles Bravo airspace to the harbor 900 feet.
Let the Virgin Atlantic go.
And Lucy, absolute superstar, tracking the British A380 coming in tonight. BA269.
Perfect. And Taxiing there on your screen. In front of that Virgin Atlantic is Delta Flight 311, the 767-300. And then we have that Virgin Atlantic A350-1000 as VS8.
Look at those beautiful scenes. It's so orange and heavies. I'm not used to seeing stuff like this.
311 heavy, lost in a star, runway 24 left, line up away.
There we go.
Line up away, 24 left, Delta 311 heavy.
Landing there is the United 737 MAX 9 coming from Bozeman. We're in the Lieuwe as well as the Lieuwe 247. Following behind that, our next arrival is going to be that Philippine Airlines 777-300ER from Manila, operating as PR 102.
Airways 2698, lost in a star, fluctuate turbulence, pursued by a heavy 777, 2 mile final, wind 2308, runway 24 right, clear to number 2. United 247 exited Alpha Alpha, hold short of runway 24 left.
Next Foxtrot Heavy is ready on reach.
Southwest 1469, lost in a star, 12307, runway 24 right, clear to land number 3. United 247 at Alpha Alpha, cross runway 24 left and contact ground point 65. United Foxtrot Heavy, lost in a star, runway 24 left, line of away.
Number 24 left, Virgin 8 Foxtrot Heavy.
2698, fluctuate turbulence, heavy Airbus 350 will depart the ambulance. 311 Heavy, contact Boca departure.
311 Heavy.
Helicopter 8, Juliet Bravo, squawk 0207, Los Angeles, altimeter 3015.
That Philippine Airlines looking absolutely stunning. That livery works so well with the sunset glow. And here we have that Virgin Atlantic flight, the A350-1000 as VS8, that's going to be heading off runway 24 left here for its departure back to London Heathrow. Came in a little bit earlier today, landing on the north side as well.
West 1469, Los Angeles, 1606, runway 24 right, clear to line number 2. Virgin 8 Foxtrot Heavy, RNAV 2 Del Rey, runway 24 left, cleared for takeoff, 12406.
RNAV 2 Del Rey, clear takeoff, runway 24 left, Virgin 8 Foxtrot Heavy.
1046, Los Angeles, runway 24 left, line of way, fluctuate turbulence, traffic will cross down to
Phantom planes, we'll leave that one to Max. Max, do Vietnam Airlines fly over to... Nope, he's shaking his head. Vietnam Airlines do not fly to Los Angeles. But they do fly to San Francisco, which is the next stop of Max and I's little West Coast trip. And just about to touch down now on runway 24 right, we have the Spirit Airlines flight NK at 2698 coming in from Las Vegas. That's A320-200. Just about to touch down there. Perfect. Always so satisfying to watch those wheels hit the runway, like there's so much anticipation like the final couple of seconds. On the runway now, you're going to see Delta Airlines flight DL1046, the 737-900ER heading off to Seattle.
Sure, wing 2690, great traffic distance about 2 mile final, crossing with 24, traffic to be in position.
You can see that Spirit just rolling out there in the back.
So our next arrival here on runway 24 right is going to be Southwest Flight 1469 coming in from San Francisco, finishing up its 55-minute journey here to LAX.
Delta 1046, 2309, RNF Del Ray, runway 24 left, clear down. RNF Del Ray, clear, take up 24 left, Delta 1046. At 1833, relay targeting, right 24 right, clear line. Juliet Bravo, 1 mile, losing long chance, Bravo, airspace 2, LuxFay, freighter service terminated, keep the code, contact Hoffman targeting.
And the question is, how are we doing with that British Airways A380? Have we managed to crack the top 10 yet? That's the question.
Our next arrival on runway 24 right is going to be Spirit Flight 867 arriving in from Dallas Fort Worth, the A320-200neo, and unfortunately the Avianca 787 Dreamliner has been stolen by the South here at LAX, so we won't be able to see that one on stream.
The pesky South side.
Absolutely. So quite a few narrow bodies all trickling in here on the north side.
We can see the Delta A350 trying to sneak past us there as it goes to Tom Bradley International. I think that's going to do the Sydney flight later.
Yeah, possibly.
Coming around back, we have the KLM 787-10, which will be embarking on its journey to Amsterdam.
Right in front of that, we have the Southwest 737-800 that's just arrived in from San Francisco, the one we just saw land on screen. So awesome to have so many people in the chat. We've got over 400 people watching, which is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much to every single one who is watching the stream at the moment.
400 incredible viewers. Glad that we can bring LA to you, right to your computer, your TV, your iPhone, completely live. It is always a pleasure. Coming in now, we have the Spirit flight from Dallas's MAX 8 just before.
Guys, 5410 LA Tower, do you know 24 right, clear line?
Looks like most of the heavies coming up next MAX are going to be going to the south as their freighters. A couple of FedEx, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's alright. At least we're going to have the KLM departing here on the north side.
And our next arrival on runway 24 right is going to be United Airlines flight 1833, operating as an international flight from Vancouver, the A320-200.
Okay, 3041 LA Tower, do you know 24 right, clear line? Tower 1833, just verify landing clear on
Alright, let's get that focus going again. There we go.
867, thanks for the hustle. Taxi straight ahead, bridge route at checkpoint 3, contact ground point 75, good day. Guys, 167 Yankee, LA Tiger, give me like 24 left line of the lane. So left line of White Sky, 167 Yankee, good evening. Skywest 167 Yankee on departure, turn left in 210, early start approved, runway 24 left, go pick up.
So just about to line up on runway 24 left. It's going to be Delta Flight 3921 operating as a Delta Connection flight to Phoenix, the Embraer E175LR.
1833 at Alpha Alpha, hold short, runway 24 left. Guys, 5760 LA Tiger, runway 24 right, clear to land.
And Dustin, absolutely. KLM Dreamliner coming over to play. Always a little bit of a toss-up here in LA with some of these European departures. Will they go north? Will they go south? I'm glad it's not camera shy and decided to treat us with a great view of its departure.
Yeah, 1833 traffic, hold the
On screen there we can see the United Express coming in from Monterey as UA 5410. I'm sure Rudy is cringing at the moment, saying, like, just facepalming, like, why did he say it like that?
KLM 632 heavy LA Tiger, give me only 24 left on the way, traffic, go cross.
Line up on way 24 left and copy traffic crossing KLM 602 heavy.
Barry, that's fantastic. British Airways is getting closer and closer, about to
Guys, 167 Yankee, contact
fly past Salt Lake City.
So there's that KLM on the screen, the 787.
6410 traffic, hold the position at Alpha Alpha, cross my 24
Now to
left.
turn onto runway 24 left, gonna depart out of LAX here on the north side.
Lovely silhouette there.
It's gonna be KLM flight 602 back home to Amsterdam. But first we have an arrival on runway 24 right.
We're sending that KLM back to Bart, a good friend over there at AMS. That arrival is Delta Connection flight DL3841 coming in from Reno.
Ray, clear takeoff 2 left, KLM 602 heavy.
Guys, 6410 at the checkpoint, ground point 75, good day.
And a super generous $20 tip there from Wilson Blake. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate your support. It means a lot to both Max and I. And Wilson says, love the sunset takeoffs. As do we, Wilson, as do we. Nothing better than watching those aircraft embark on their journeys as they take off into the orange glow of sunset.
So there's that KLM now rolling down runway 24 left.
And Dustin with a very generous as well $10 super chat. Dustin says 10 for the 78710. Thanks guys for the sunset vibes. Dustin, you are too kind. Already, that's the second super chat of the stream. You are a madman, but in a good way. Thank you so much. Glad you're enjoying the live stream and the sunset vibes that we're bringing here in LA. On arrival there, we have the United Airlines Embraer E175 coming in from Haydyn. Haydyn, if you're in the chat, this one's for you, mate.
Oh my gosh, the camera focus, come on, there we go.
Might have to tweak that sort of in manual focus now, Max. It's starting to get a little bit too dark, I think.
Yeah, but with manual we can't change the zoom.
Correct.
It's not going to look that good. We're a bit far away.
And glad to hear that NBA time saying amazing sunset. LA Shore has put on a great show for us. It's treating us very, very generously with the weather. We've had pretty much sunny days the entire time we've been here.
Our next arrival on runway 24 right is going to be Southwest Flight 2612 coming in from Sacramento. It's going to be a 737 MAX 8.
That was 4046, target email 24 right, first one. Cloud 913, target mean traffic crossing down field on 24 left on the way. Reverse Yankee approved, hold short runway 24 left.
And Kitty has gifted, oops, sorry about that, just knocked the tripod. One Aviation Videography membership. Thank you so much, Kitty, once again on the stream. Really do appreciate that. You are way too kind. And to Farid, enjoy your free month on behalf of Kitty here in the Aviation Videography family. Really do appreciate that, Kitty. Those runway lights just creating a bit of focus problems. That there is Volaris flight 4913 heading off to Guadalajara, the A320-200.
Airmaker 642 on departure, turn left in 23 0, currently turn approved on 24 left to takeoff. 24 left, 34 takeoff, heading to
Gear up. There we go. Fantastic. So we do have that Aero Mexico departing, but on runway 24 right we have an arrival. It's going to be American Airlines flight 3073 arriving in from Tucson. It's going to be the CRJ7. There's a few focus issues at the moment. Just bear with us. Those runway lights causing all sort of focus problems. We may have to go to the manual focus, which is annoying because of you can't zoom when you do manual focus. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to go manual focus there. Alright, let's put it on a. That might be the way to go, unfortunately. Just those runway lights and obstructions with the nighttime sky are just causing a few focus issues. So bear with us as we fix those up for you guys. Want to give you the highest quality streams.
Go with 3073 at Alpha Alpha, hold short runway 24 left.
So they're lined up on runway 24 left. It's going to be Delta Flight 692 heading off to Austin, Texas. It's going to be the A320-200. See if I can zoom in on this one. There we go. Sometimes the focus works, sometimes it doesn't. We give what we get.
Basic 43, contact test out of departure, good day. Southwest 112, traffic holding position at Yankee Crossing, 24 left, contact ground point 6, good day. Got 373 traffic in position, the Alpha Alpha Crossing, 24 left, taxi straight ahead for its route at checkpoint 3, contact ground point 75, good day. .692, SoCal departure, good day. Delta 692, good day.
Alright, can we zoom in? We can on this one. I think it's going to be mixed match as to whether we can or not. That one there, touching down on runway 24 right here on the north side of Los Angeles. I'll let you know where that one's coming from in just a moment. That one there is... Oh, click on it. There we go. Delta Flight 4046 coming in from Bozeman. It's the Embraer E175.
So, 4115 on Del Rey, runway 24 left, quick takeoff. Del Rey.
So that orange sky still looking precious, but it's slowly fading for us, unfortunately. We do have another arrival here on runway 24 right. It's going to be Delta Connection Flight 3727 from Tucson. It is the CRJ 700 once again. Come on, focus for us. Come on, you can do it. There we go. I think it depends where it is in the frame, at what point of its arrival, because there's some parts where it just doesn't like it. I think it's already got to be focused on it for it to be focused the entire time, but nevertheless we sorted out. So we've still got some more arrivals coming in on 24 right.
Skywise 4115, contact SoCal departure,
Here on the north side of LAX, our next one. Oh no, I got that. Hold on. Hold on. I think I got that one wrong. That one was the 737-900 from Seattle. I was looking at the wrong flight. The next one's the one from Tucson. I looked at that and I thought, that's not a CRJ. I've been filming all day. I think I need another coffee. It's a bit late for a coffee. Oh, it's only 6 PM. My body could do with the warmth though. It's pretty cold out here in this LAX winter nights. So lining up on runway 24 left is Southwest Flight 1421 heading off to Dallas. This one's going up to Dallas Love Field.
Skyline 3035 LAX, you know what, 24 right, clear line.
It is the Boeing 737 MAX 8, this one. Staring down the barrel of runway 24 left. Alright, here's that CRJ from Tucson. Let's flick around to it for you guys. Alright, pray for focus. Oh, come on, here we go. No, come on. Alright, we go from that view. It's a little bit further out, that's alright. And I think once it gets to about here, we can sort of zoom in, yeah. The fun of nighttime videography.
210, 24 left, take off southwest.
2591 LA target, 24 left on a point.
Let's flick back to this 24 left departure for Southwest Airlines. as I said before, off to Dallas Love Field. Looks like it's just starting to make its roll down the runway now.
Skyway 3727 at Alpha Alpha, forward short, runway 24 left. So 2591 traffic ahead will turn southbound RNAV Del Rey, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, and 4 left, RNAV Del Rey, south of last 2591.
And then following straight after it is another southwest departure. That one is WN2591. This one heading off to Phoenix.
Contact SoCal departure, good day.
So double southwest trouble there. 2 in a row off 24 left. Sounds like we have a runway 24 right arrival.
Delta 1471 LA target email at
Flip around to the night sky.
3727 Alpha Alpha cross, runway 24 left, contact Golf 175 it is.
This one decides to focus.
South 2591, SoCal departure, good day. Southwest 2591. Skyway 5035 Zulu cross, runway 24 left, contact ground point 65, good day.
There was the clearance there of that United Airlines flight, United Express, landing in from Prescott, the CRJ 200LR UA 5035, given the clearance there to cross runway 24 left to make its way towards the terminals here at LAX.
3421 LA target email at 24 right.
I think if I can get a good shot of it here, I'm going to flick around to the... There it is, if I can, hopefully it focuses there. Fantastic shot of the LA skyscrapers lighting up the night sky. And apparently we've got Air New Zealand on pushback. We do. We also have the British 777 on pushback as well as BA 280. But our next arrival here on runway 24 right is going to be Delta Airlines flight 1471, the Airbus A321-200 arriving in from Salt Lake City. Looks like that British 777 has pushed its tail back the right way. It should be coming up to the north side here for its departure back to London as BA 280. And our next arrival on runway 24 right is going to be Alaska SkyWest Flight 3421 arriving in from San Francisco. It's going to be the Embraer E175.
Good evening, 24 right, cleared 1. Sky 3421 at Alpha Alpha, cross runway 24 left, taxi straight ahead and hold for Charlie.
Alright guys, so our first poll of tonight's stream. Let us know if you're flying a domestic flight here in the US, which airline are you taking? American, Delta, United or Southwest? Place your vote in the poll, see who wins within 5 to 10 minutes or so. And let us know in the chat as well why you pick what you have picked. I can't actually see who picks what, so give us a little explanation as to why you've picked it. I'd say, personally, I've only flown American and Southwest, so out of the two I'm going to pick American. Just because Southwest I thought was great, cheap flights, but their boarding system was a little weird. Like their free-for-all boarding. So, Matt, who would you pick on a domestic flight in the US?
So I've chosen Southwest, and the reason behind it is I always travel with bags, and I found Southwest is always the cheapest for checked bags.
That's
and
true,
also
yes.
to get where you need to go. Only downside sometimes is you go to like the secondary airports like Dallas Love Field, you know, Houston Hobby and all that. But aside, if you can look past the whole boarding system, because sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
But if you can look past that, I think it's fantastic.
Absolutely. And someone asking there in the chat how you can become a member of Aviation Videography. Well, it is very simple. You scroll down beneath the picture, the video, and there will be a membership tab, a little link. It'll be next to, I think, the subscribe button. All you have to do is click that and then click the tier you'd like to join. And with a few, I think you got to put in a few details, and then you'll be subscribed as a member. If you're having any trouble, let me know. Send me an email, and then I can, after the stream, I'll be able to send you the link. Sometimes it doesn't work. If you're on a phone, that can also affect it. Some people have issues trying to become a member on their phone.
So 10-17, either midfield exit is approved, hold short runway 24 left. Or Alpha Alpha now, hold short runway 24 left for Southwest, or correction, Delta 1017.
So guys, if you are just tuning in, and you are asking yourself, what the heck am I watching, or have you been watching for a while? This is Aviation Videography. We are here live at Los Angeles. My name is Max, and I'm joined here by Matt from HD Melbourne Aviation, helping me out this evening here on this cold LA night. And we are filming from the economy car park here on the north side of Los Angeles. Myself and Matt are both from Melbourne in Australia, and we are touring a little bit of the west coast on this trip, a very quick fire trip covering Los Angeles and then covering San Francisco in a few days. And I went and did some filming in Phoenix the other day, which was absolutely fantastic. We've had a blast, and there's still plenty of days to go.
And because we're from Melbourne, Australia, that would explain our funny accents.
That's it. And please don't put in the chat, put a shrimp on the barbie. We don't say that.
Yeah, we never say that.
So that there was Southwest Flight 1775 coming in from St. Louis, the 737 MAX 8. Alright, so we've already got 60 votes in just under 5 minutes, which is fantastic. It looks like the majority, not the majority, but a lot more people are going for Delta and the least going for Southwest.
Come on guys, Team Southwest, we can pull through this. Looks like we have that British Airways heading north for our departure here, back to LHR. And we're also going to be having the Level A330 operating for Iberia. It's going to be taking off to Madrid as well on the north side. So we'll be able to catch that very soon.
There on your screen, guys, is the Delta Airlines flight 464, the A330-900. Heading up there to runway 24 left for its departure. And Rolf saying, I flew into Phoenix on Thursday. Was that the day you were there? Yes! I was there on Thursday. I was there all day from 7:30 AM to 8 PM. Let me know who you flew. I didn't film absolutely everything. A lot of the domestic stuff I sort of left because there was a lot of it. It's all sort of rinse and repeat over there. There's plenty of Southwest 73s. Our next arrival here is going to be Alaska SkyWest flight 3361 arriving in from Portland. It's going to be an E175 LR. And there in the background, that British 777 turning on towards 24 left for its departure, making its way up to the end. And Andrew with a $25 US super chat says, welcome to Los Angeles. Well, thank you so much, Andrew. That is a super generous donation. Appreciate that so much, and appreciate the welcome into LA. And Simon says, hi guys, watching you here from Melbourne. Cold here today at 1:30 on Sunday. Almost. Well, thank you so much to Simon for tuning in from our hometown, Melbourne. Hope you're doing well. I've heard Melbourne has hit a bit of a cold front.
When hasn't it?
Summer has just apparently disappeared, as some of my mates have messaged me.
As quickly as it came.
You took summer with you. And I said, well, it's not Not that warm here, but it's definitely warmer, I think, than down there.
Departing down runway 24 left at the moment, we have Delta Flight DL464 going off to Kailua. It's the Airbus A330-900 Neo. And we can see just behind that WestJet 737 MAX, we have that British Airways creeping closer to the runway for its departure.
And Dustin with a $4.99 US super chat says BA777 is coming to play. Excellent choice to go north. Yes, we appreciate the air traffic control tower sending British north for you guys here on the stream. And thank you so much for your super generous donation.
That's
Appreciate
the
that so
third one
much.
from Dustin, Max.
I believe so.
Dustin,
is
you absolute
fantastic.
superstar. You absolute superstar, mate.
And behind the British 777 there, staring it down, is the level A330-200. It's going to be heading off to Madrid as IB 6170. But turning onto runway 24 left now is WestJet flight 1515. It's an easy one to remember. Off to Calgary, the 737 MAX 8. Everything's happening here. We have an arrival 24 right. It's going to be Delta flight 3668 arriving in from Boise. I think I finally said that one right after the last stream.
And we've got Lady Cat there, a member for 5 months. Where has the time gone there, Lady Cat? Where has the time gone? Thanks for being a support of the channel. A nice smooth touchdown there by that Delta connection. Craig, that's definitely unfortunate that the American 777-200 from Charlotte is arriving on the south side. But definitely expected.
So they're lining up on runway 24 left is that British 777. Chuck those 777 stickers into the chat as we get some awesome heavy action here on the north side of LAX.
Thank you, ATC.
Yes, this is BA 280 off to London Heathrow.
And just listen to those powerful GE90s. Still nice and loud from all the way back here at the Eco Car Park. And Level trying to wedge its way in there. Wants the spotlight now.
As long as it doesn't take the camera's autofocus away, then it's okay.
Looks like it's hasn't done that. Must be the same focal length. This is going to be flight IB 6170 off to Madrid. Operating for an Iberia flight. I've noticed recently that Level's been doing most of these flights. Only yesterday, Iberia actually sent their own aircraft here.
Right. Alright, let's turn it up a level. Here we go. And there goes that A330 dispersing into the night sky. And Oskar saying it looks like Sydney Airport. Do you remember Sydney Airport night stream? The lights look the same.
Oskar, I can't forget the Sydney night stream. The stream that didn't want to end.
Yes, that beloved Sydney stream that was supposed to wrap up at 11 and didn't wrap up till I think 11:40. Because all of those heavy aircraft got pushed back clearance before 11, and as the curfew rules are, once they're given clearance before 11 p.m. they can go. And they were all lined up, and there was too many arrivals. Those small, stupid freight aircraft all hogging up the runway.
Stupid BAs.
They could have sent them to the small runway, but decided not to.
Or they
So
could
we
have just
had to
sent
wait.
those takeoffs off. They could have. There was so much time between the arrivals.
Oh yeah. But no, it was a fantastic stream. Hitting, I think we were really going to stream for 2 hours. It ended up being, yeah, about just almost 3.
Yeah, I think so. Taxiing to the runway there, we have Delta Airlines flight DL2054 heading off to San Francisco. It's an Airbus A319-100.
And Cathay Spotter asking, will we be out here for the British A380 landing in the next hour? Well, absolutely we will be.
It's going to be the star of the show, Cathay Spotter.
We'll be here till about 9 p.m. Maybe even later, you never know. Maybe we'll do an encore. Alright, so our next arrival here is just coming over the Eco Car Park now. Matt, where is this one coming from?
Well, Max, you know what we were asked a little bit earlier? That didn't get to address because there was so much going on. People were asking whether we were going to be hanging around for the Qantas A380 departure. It's at about 10:30. And I was thinking if the stream got a lot of love, it might encourage us to stay out a little bit longer than planned, because we weren't planning on getting that Qantas A380.
We were not planning on being out here for that, but if you guys demanded enough,
With a little persuasion.
and maybe Matt goes and buys me a coffee.
The coffee run. LA edition.
LA edition, yes. Maybe we are. Maybe I'll stay out here. Maybe.
With some gentle persuasion, it could happen.
That's it. Let's have a look at this LA Tower at night time.
The iconic LA Tower. Look at that. That's just such a scene right there.
Absolutely. So iconic. I've been looking at the Melbourne Tower too much. Finally something different.
That's it. You know, this looks like some B-roll for a movie. Like with the, you know, the tower and the little structure there.
And we have another 2-4 right arrival here on the north side of LAX. The camera wants to focus on all those pretty lights down at the car park, but not the plane. There we go.
Focusing on the wrong kind of lights.
That's it.
It's going to be a private Gulfstream 5. And just finding its origin point on flight radar. This arrived from... Oh wow, that's a new one. Kelowna in Canada. Definitely an airport I've never actually seen before in my life.
Was that said right?
I hope so. Rudy, if you're in the chat, let us know how it's actually said. You're our go-to guy. You're our reference for city pronunciations.
And Haydyn asking, was it me or was I seeing things on one of your stories on Instagram of you on the plane? Did I see a C-17 Globemaster come into Melbourne? No, you were not seeing things. There was in fact a C-17 and it came at right at the right time as we were on the plane. I had the window seat. Taxiing past there, landed at Melbourne. Not sure why it was in Melbourne. They come and go randomly at Melbourne.
The stars aligned. There's actually 2 KC-30s there as well for the Royal Australian Air Force.
And Kush asking, can I tip in Bitcoin? I don't know about that. I don't know anything about Bitcoin. I know it's expensive.
That's it. Never really done much research into cryptocurrency.
No. Stick to the planes.
Stick to the planes, that's it. I've done lots of research into that.
Alright, I think we need to do
the next poll.
I can only think of 3 other US airlines. I'm trying to think of a 4th one.
You're thinking Frontier, Spirit.
JetBlue, Frontier, Spirit. Sun Country?
Sun Country, that's a good one.
We'll do that one. Oh, we've got Allegiant as well. I think that's a better one.
Oh yeah, that probably fits a bit better, doesn't it?
Spirit. What was I saying?
Frontier.
That's the one.
And Allegiant.
Oh, Alaska. Oh, we've got to put Alaska Airlines in there.
There's too many US airlines.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to do another one. Part 3.
So our next heavy aircraft is coming downwind of the airport as we speak. This is going to be the Eva Air 777-300ER from Taipei. This is wearing the Star Alliance livery. So Max and I are definitely excited to see that one. And that's going to be touching down within the next 5 minutes.
Alright, let's see what everyone goes with here. I've never flown any of these, so I don't really know what to say. I've heard JetBlue is really good. I think Alaska would be great. I really want to fly Frontier because of all their cool liveries with all the different animals. I think that's pretty cool.
I know, on Alaska Airlines I froze to death. I was flying down from Anchorage to Los Angeles, and the temperature set in the plane was an Alaskan winter temperature.
Oh gosh.
I had 2 jumpers on, or 2 jackets, and I was still freezing.
I think I would have to pick JetBlue. I've heard very good things about JetBlue. I think next Alaska, then Frontier, and I've heard some fun things about Spirit. And NBA time. Welcome aboard to the... Oh, don't click on that one. Welcome aboard to the Boeing 747 Queen class member. Thank you so much for joining the aviation videography family in the top tier. On the next stream, you will have your name down on the ticker there and in the live stream descriptions. Thank you so much. NBA time. Been very frequent in our last sort of few live streams. It's an absolute pleasure to welcome you into the 747 Queen class membership. Thank you so much. A huge shout out to you. Our next arrival on runway 24 right is going to be Southwest Flight 964 arriving in from Chicago. There it is, slowing down on runway 24 right here on the north side of Los Angeles.
A real interesting one coming in on the south side, Max.
What's that?
Cayman Air. Coming in from Georgetown, the Cayman
Right.
Islands. That's
Please
an
come
interesting
in
one.
daylight.
Yeah, I didn't even know that flew here. Usually you see that more on the east coast.
And welcome in, Brenda. Thank you so much for tuning in. And next up is Delta Connection Flight 3694 arriving in from Sacramento. It's going to be the Embraer E175. Tribal Leader saying, I think Frontier has a $399 fly all you what deal. Does it last a week?
That sounds too good to be true.
Yeah. There's going to be some fine print in that.
Summer only lasts for a 2-week period.
Yeah.
In the eyes of Frontier.
So here's that Delta Connection flight now arriving on 24 right.
And AU Marcus, definitely a bit cool over here in LA. I'm wearing 2 puffer jackets at the moment. And Max has got 2
I'm
jackets
getting ready
on
to
as
put
well.
my, I've only got one on at the moment, ready to put my other one on soon.
Oh, I thought you got the hoodie underneath that.
No, not yet. I need the t-shirt.
That's next up.
And that's right. Don't think Frontier comes to LA. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, they used to, but I don't think they do anymore.
No. And Kitty gifting yet another Aviation Videography membership here on tonight's live stream. Thank you so much, Kitty. This one going out to Jason Hopkins. Jason, welcome to the AV membership family. Enjoy your free month in our AV circle. And thank you so much to Kitty. Make sure you thank Kitty there, Jason. Kitty, once again, star of the show. Another gift. Appreciate it so much. So guys, we have a very special heavy arrival coming in just a moment on runway 24 right. It's going to be Eva Air, the Star Alliance livery Boeing 777-300ER as BR16 arriving in from Taipei here into LAX. Alright, there it is, gliding over the car park. Catch it in just a moment. So guys, chuck those 777 stickers in the chat to all our AV members. Okay. Here we go. What an absolutely amazing nighttime arrival there. That's my first time seeing that not Sky Team, Star Alliance livery on that 777 for Eva Air, making a gracious approach into LAX there. In the distance, going to be crossing runway 24 left to head to Tom Bradley Terminal. Awesome there, everyone putting in those 777 stickers. That is fantastic. We'll get
You're going to need to do more of that very soon, as we have our next 777 coming in downwind. It's going to be CI8 from Taipei, China Airlines 777-300ER. That's going to be the next heavy of the stream, I believe.
And NBA Time asking, where would you like to stream the most? That is a great question. I'd love to do an Anchorage stream. I think that would be fantastic. Lots of freighters there, lots of incredible aircraft. Where else would I'd love to do a Singapore stream. I think Singapore is beautiful. It's a little difficult to film there. It's definitely an amazing place to go to, and I would love to do JFK in New York City. I think that would be a fantastic stream. Would really go crazy for that. I think that'd be my top 3. New York, Anchorage, and Singapore. And thank you to our mods for sorting out the chat. Really appreciate it.
Keeping the chat nice and clean.
It's impossible for us to monitor it all at the same time. Sorting out the camera, the laptop, and the phone with flight radar, and beyond other things, batteries, and the cold.
The cold itself is.
I appreciate our mods there. And yes, the China Airlines 777-300 from Taipei, not too far away. So double trouble arrivals from Taipei.
The Taipei
Gonna be
duo.
landing very shortly. So not too much action at the moment. Everything sort of slowly trickling in, but there's plenty of heavies to come. So do stay tuned. If you haven't already, please consider clicking the like button. Clicking that like button feeds the YouTube algorithm, prioritizes the stream into people's Discover pages so they can find us live streaming. And we really appreciate being able to stream to heaps and heaps more people, seeing fresh new faces, as well as all our beloved original people who join the stream. And if you are feeling super nice, you can click the subscribe button to support the growth of our channel. And if you're feeling even nicer, you feel super generous, you can become a channel member. Really do appreciate all our channel members who are supporting us. Plane spotting is one of the more expensive hobbies in the world. And so the support does not go unnoticed, helps us get us over the line to come on these trips, because without you guys, these trips would be, what's a good word?
Well,
non-existent. I was trying to think of something
yeah.
better than non-existent. That's all I could think of.
Wouldn't be possible.
Wouldn't be possible.
But we love bringing these airports live to your living rooms, to your bedrooms, to your laptops, wherever you are.
Absolutely.
Great fun.
And thank you so much there to Brian, getting your name there for subscribing. If you guys do subscribe, your name will pop up on the top right of the stream. And subscribing is completely free. Alright, so our next arrival, not too far away, just can see on final, is the American Airlines A321-200 as AA306 arriving from New York.
I think that's going to the south side.
You sure?
I think so.
That looks like 50-50 right now. Oh no, it does look like it's going south. There,
There we go.
our one is
Our one's the
Delta
Delta.
Airlines 2284 arriving in from Las Vegas. The Airbus A321-200.
Lots of flights there from Las
Flight
Vegas.
radar causing some minder boggles there. That looked like it was north, but then zoomed in a bit closer. That was definitely going south.
And look at that, NBA Times currently watching from the T4 car park.
Oh wow.
There we go, a
Hopefully
throwback
it's not
to
too cold
home.
for you there. It's pretty freezing here.
That's it. This reminds me of those T4 car park mornings in winter that we used to do.
Ah yes.
And in October, you know, when it was supposed to be nice and warm, but it was still frosty.
The funny thing about LA and with experience in Phoenix as well, it's super cold in the morning and then it's boiling hot during the day and it's super cold at night.
And it changes so quickly as well. Like,
Yeah.
you're really cold and then all of a sudden you're taking your jackets off.
Yeah, we were setting up the stream and I was going, I don't know whether I'm hot or cold. Like, you know, I'm going to take my jacket off. I think I'm going to just wear a t-shirt. And then as we started the stream, I'm going, nope, need my jacket on. I'm too cold.
So like you'll know in a
And
minute.
now I'm going, where's my second jacket?
And hopefully it doesn't get much colder than this.
Yeah, that's it.
This is at the comfort limit. And we've got our good friend Rudy there, busy in the chat. Just waiting for our next arrival to get a little bit closer. And second in line is going to be the next heavy of the stream, which is that China Airlines 777 from Taipei.
That's it.
Got that iconic scene of Back again. If the camera would want to focus on it.
There we
And
go.
a
Give you a bit of a different view.
That's it, while we wait for our next arrivals. And Craig, thanks so much for joining in tonight, mate. It's been a pleasure having you viewing the stream. And hope to see you on the next one.
Absolutely. Very much appreciated. Alright, so that Delta Airlines flight from Las Vegas is just about to touch down here on runway 24 right, just flying over the parking garage now. Let's pan across. Finally, a bit of action. We had a bit of a lull period there. Alright, let's flick around and look at downtown LA. How beautiful is that over there in the distance? And it's, you can't even see the mountains in the back anymore. It is getting dark here. Alright guys, our next arrival is just about to fly over the Eco car park here in Los Angeles on the north side. It's about to make its arrival into runway 24 right. It is China Airlines 777-300ER flight CIA8, not CIA, arriving in from Taipei. So we get a beautiful view there at that downtown Los Angeles, the beautiful city of LA, one of my favorite places in the world. Alright, here we go. And an absolutely stunning arrival there from China Airlines. Following closely behind it now is the Southwest 737-800 as WN 2505 arriving in from Oakland. And AU Marcus asking, will you be waiting for Qantas Flight 12's departure? It's a possibility. We haven't thought about it too much. We're just going to wait and see. We weren't planning on doing it, but it's definitely a possibility. We'll see how we go for time and for battery life and for hand frozenness. We'll wait and see. So stay tuned. We'll let you guys know as soon as we decide. But for now, let's focus on this arrival here from Oakland.
I think speaking of QF12, some persuasion in the form of LAX might make us stay a little bit longer out here. We certainly weren't planning to stay out that long, that's for sure, as we have a bit of an earlier start tomorrow once again. But if you guys are enjoying the stream a lot, then we are definitely happy to consider the possibility of staying out for that 380 departure.
Alright, I think we got to do a new poll.
I think
20
so.
minutes. Oh, there's 99 votes. Get us to 100. Someone vote.
Got to get that last vote there.
And Matt, no, it cannot be you.
Oh, it can't be me.
I saw what you were doing there.
I was going to get my vote in for Spirit.
Oh. You got to vote for Frontier. They haven't. They're the lowest.
Oh, I'll boost them up. Bit of morale.
That's it. There we go, we've crossed the 100 line and JetBlue is going to take the win. Alright, I think we've got to do another poll. We've got a bit of a lull period. It's just a couple of arrivals and whatnot. There's not too much, so guys, if you have any questions in the chat, please let me know. I know that it can be a little bit boring just listening to my voice too much and not seeing too much of the plane action, which is what we are all here for. So I will show you absolutely everything I can that arrives and departs. But when there's nothing, you guys can ask me questions. If you've got questions for Matt, feel free to ask them as well. And we'll do another poll. I can't think of a good poll to do though. That's a tough one. Maybe we'll do. We're gonna keep everything, I think, US themed while we're over here, because we sort of do global themed when we're in Melbourne, because Melbourne is not as fun as some other places when it comes to plane spotting and the frequency of planes and variety. So whilst we're over here, I think we need to keep it US themed. Alright, new poll is out. It's a bit of a generic one. We've probably done something similar before, but it's a bit late. I can't think of anything better off the top of my head. So out of those 4 US airports, pick which one your favorite is for plane spotting. We've got Los Angeles, New York, JFK, San Francisco, and Chicago. I think the last time we did one of these, LA won by a mile, which Matt was very surprised with, because I think we had Anchorage in there and that didn't win. And he wasn't happy about that, because I think that's his one of his favourites. So our next arrival on runway 24 right is going to be American Airlines flight 1502 coming in from Speak of the Devil, Chicago. We'll be flying over the parking garage in just a moment. And 01 Mike asking, what is my favorite hamburger? At the moment it's those In-N-Out double burgers. They are incredible. I have a slight addiction to those burgers at the moment. I had to decide where I was going to go for lunch today, and I didn't know where to go. I was going, oh, I can't have In-N-Out again, and then I drove past an In-N-Out, and I thought, nope, that's it, I'm going there again. I need another double. So that there was that American Airlines flight arriving in from Chicago. And NBA Time asking what would be your favorite airport to plane spot in Europe. I think the one I'm most looking forward to would be Amsterdam or Munich. Munich with those incredible clouds and the beautiful scenery they have there. It's definitely one of the top ones. I think Amsterdam's going to be my favourite one that I'm most excited for. Also, Matt and I are going to be heading to Iceland. I'm very excited for that. Always wanted to go there. I don't know how busy the airport is, but... And our next arrival is going to be WestJet flight 1698 coming in from Vancouver, YVR, the 737-800, finishing up its 2.5 hour journey down here to Los Angeles, here in California.
And CJ, yes, absolutely will be streaming at Los Angeles. I've got a stream scheduled for Monday morning at 7 AM. So make sure to save the date. Should be great fun. And most likely going to be at Imperial Hill, Clutters Park. So certainly looking forward to that. And I'll also be joined by Max for a little bit of it as well.
And Barry asking, are you guys going to be on the south side with Kevin and Rudy tomorrow? We'll definitely pop in and say good day. I've got some Australian snacks that Kevin and Rudy need to try. I brought over a nice little selection. So it's going to be very fun to see their reaction to that. I brought over some Vegemite.
Can't wait for the spoonful of Vegemite.
The spoonful of Vegemite. Got to get it on the stream. Our next flight is Southwest Flight 453 arriving in from Austin, the 737-700.
There we go, WN453. Just about to touch down there on runway 24 right. At Melbourne Airport, Plane Spotting asks, what airlines did you use to fly to Los Angeles? Well, I used Qantas on the direct QF93 flight. And Max, you used Singapore Airlines, right?
Yes. You spotted my plane.
I did. So Max went through Singapore to get to Los Angeles. So from Melbourne, Singapore, and then short layover there at Singapore Changi, and then off from Singapore Changi to Los Angeles. On departure there is Southwest flight WN300 going off to San Jose. 737-800 as well.
Now this is a puzzling question that I've had recently that I don't know the answer to. How is Singapore Changi pronounced? Is it Changi or Changi? Because someone said Changi recently.
I thought it was Changi.
I thought it was Changi as well, but then when someone said, I can't remember who said Changi, and now I've been questioning myself since.
Just remember, I call Monterey.
You call everything
Monterey.
weird.
I call it Monterey. My pronunciation of cities is not great. On screen there is a Delta Airlines flight DL652 coming in from Orlando. It's an Airbus A321-200 Neo. Lots of Delta and Southwest flights on the north side tonight. The next two flights are going to be Delta and Southwest, respectively, followed by Singapore Airlines A350 just after those two, coming in third in line.
And Captain James asking, have you tried to plane spot live here in Manila or not? No, not live spotting in Manila. It's definitely something that could be done one day, but hasn't been on the cards. I haven't personally been to Manila, but I know Matt has. I think Sam has as well. Sam has as well, yes. So next arrival here is Delta Flight 2551 arriving in from Portland. It's the A319-100. And our next arrival on runway 24 right is going to be Southwest Flight 1646 arriving in from Las Vegas. The 737-700 wearing the older livery. And Vince asking, how about the most extreme measure you took just to get a special shot or catch? Surely there's a fun story or two there. Matt, I know you have a few. What's the top story that you've had for a catch?
Oh boy.
I know you had some fun experience with that Russian IL-96 at New York.
Yes, the IL-96. There's a park there for 04 right and left arrivals and departures called I think it's Baywaters Park, and during the day it's fantastic. At night, because there's a lot of fishermen there and they will leave rubbish and all that, it's infested with rats, but that wouldn't stop me from getting the IL-96. So as I'm waiting there in the freezing cold, waiting and not even knowing whether this was going to go to 04 because the wind was crosswind, so it could have went down at 3-1 at any point.
Yes.
So I had rats crawling in bushes next to me, and even crawled past my backpack and on my backpack at one point.
Oh my gosh.
Waiting to catch this Russian Special Squadron IL-96. That's probably one of the more extreme things I've done and not sort of ran away from.
Alright, Matt's will run off to do some filming as the Singapore A350-900 arriving in as SQ38 is about to come here on runway 24 right. A familiar flight, this one.
2551 cross 24 left, contact ground point 65. 4056 LH, runway 24 left, line up and wait, traffic is crossing. Line up and wait to the border left, schedule 4750 contact, Hoke on departure.
Very familiar flight there.
Singapore 38 heavy, hold short, runway 24 left.
Sorry about that, guys. The first battery just died, so it started getting a little bit laggy. Did not realize that. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. But that there was SQ38, the flight that I took into Los Angeles from Singapore. The second leg of my trip here to LA, which both Matt and Rudy were out here for when I arrived. They were down at the In-N-Out Burger for my arrival into Los Angeles.
4056, contact circuit departures, yeah.
And Mark saying good night all. Thanks Max, Matt and Mods. Well, thank you Mark for tuning in. Appreciate you being here on the stream, and we will see you next time. Alright guys, our next arrival is going to be the Delta Airlines 767-300ER arriving in from JFK, New York City, DL650. I'd like to pan across and grab that as it's about to fly over the Eco car park for its north side arrival. And there it is there on your screens.
Bravo, traffic is 11 o'clock, 2 miles, maneuvering, police helicopter, 500. They'll be east of you if you're on the harbor route. 3 traffic's about 1.5 miles west of you, northbound on the harbor route, a helicopter at 700. UA Juliet Bravo traffic has you in sight. Delta 650, heavy, cross 24 left, contact ground point 65.
It is a beautiful arrival there. Alright, let's have a look at this poll. It's been 15 minutes and it looks like LA is winning by a mile. I don't know if that's biased, but looks like LAX is going to be the winner.
November 8, Juliet Bravo, leaving.
Alright guys, and our next arrival on runway 24 right here on the north side of LAX is going to be American Airlines flight 3072 coming in from Sacramento. And Peter with a US $2 super chat says, good evening folks, hope you're having fun. Thank you so much, Peter. We're having a lot of fun out here. And I hope everyone is also having a lot of fun. It's been an awesome show so far.
That was 3375 LA Tower, wind 2407 and wind 24 right, clear to land. 24 right, 30. Scott 3072, turn left to Zulu and cross runway 24 left.
And Lady Cat is signing off. Thank you so much for tuning in. Glad to have you on the stream. Have a great night. Looks like they're pulling that Qantas A380 into Tom Bradley. Looking on flight radar, ready to load up with packs and head back home to Australia. And the Swiss Air 777 unfortunately has pushed back to the wrong side. Looks like it's going to go for a south departure here at LAX, which is very frustrating. And g'day Aviation Emily, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Alright, our next arrival guys on runway 24 right is going to be the Alaska SkyWest Embraer E175 AS3375 arriving in from Boise. Not too far away from appearing. And then following behind that, quite far in the distance. If it will come on flight radar, my flight radar's not loading. I can see the lights, but I can't see the plane. Oh, actually, I think that's going south. Yeah, there's a Spirit. A320 going south. Well, let's pan around and catch this Alaska SkyWest E175 arriving here on runway 24 right on the north side of LAX. Alright, looks like the arrivals rush has run out. And doesn't look like there's too many departures, so we're in a bit of a lull period, guys. So as I said before, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But we're not too far away from a couple of heavies arriving into LAX. We will unfortunately lose the Kalitta 747-400 to the south side, but the British A380 as BA269 will be arriving in from London Heathrow. So guys, I think it is that time of the night where we do the flight radar challenge. We brought it up about an hour ago, but I think we should bring it up again. We haven't had any luck on this trip of getting flights into the top 10, so let's try it this time. So guys, open up your flight radar apps or on your laptops or whatever you use for Flight Radar 24. If you haven't got the app, download the app. It's free. And find BA269. It is east of Los Angeles. It is not too far away. Descending, it's currently at about 7,700 feet. So it'll be awesome to have a super arriving here into LAX. It'll arrive here on the north side on runway 24 right. And we'll get nice and up close to that. So guys, let's get it into the top 10 most tracked flights on Flight Radar. Alright, we got to get it into the top 10. What is the top 10 at the moment? What's last? Most tracked. Last at the moment, 64 people tracking UA711 from Newark to Fort Lauderdale. So if 65 people watching this track that flight, we'll get it into the top 10. By the time it lands, we've got to get to the top 10. Looks like we have a 24 left departure just about to occur here on the north side. It's going to be Delta Airlines flight 1334 taking off to Kansas City, 737-900ER for Delta Airlines. And Della in the chat saying, sorry, didn't know you folks were doing a stream. Looking beautiful. Well, thank you so much. Yes, got the stream going. We sort of planned it this morning. Matt was going to do a stream on his channel, but we had some very unfortunate internet issues, and so he decided to delay his stream until Monday. And I said, well, you know what, let's fix these internet issues and I'm going to stream.
The 1334 contact took a departure, CF. Good day, Delta 1334.
So there it goes off to Kansas City. And we've got Red Eye saying it's 10th. It's number 6 now. Number 6 in the world on flight radar. Alright, let's keep it climbing, guys. Let's see how high we can get it. We can get it number 1. That would be huge. And we've got Ron from Learning Chords in the chat. Says, this is beautiful. Is this the RX? Good seeing you on Lincoln today. This is the RX, the Sony RX-10. It is working like a treat here. And unfortunately, I wasn't out there at Lincoln today. I was down on the south side of the airport spotting all day, as the south side was super busy. But I know Kevin was doing a 4K stream, which I tuned into a little bit of. I didn't have a lot of time. I was constantly having to film. But I know Matt was out there with Rudy as well. And I saw you were there as well. So hopefully I'll see you at some point again. But again, a huge shout out to you as well for bringing us those batteries for the ATC. Yesterday's stream. And CJ with a $9.99 super chat says, hi Aviation Videography, and Matt, it will be my birthday on Monday and we'll be there on Monday at the park. Well, thank you so much for your donation and a huge early happy birthday to you for Monday. And if you're out at the park, you'll probably see us. I think Matt wants to stream on his channel out there. So we'll probably see you. We'll wish you a happy birthday then as well. But thank you so much for your donation. And Julia Flight's asking, how do you guys travel with all your camera gear? Well, very roughly we do. We have to... Oh, my bad there. We sort of have to get a big enough suitcase so we can fit the camera gear in that. Like tripods and stuff. We've got compactable tripods. And as well, then we've got streaming stuff in like sort of a small suitcase. We've got to bring that on board with us. That can't go in checked luggage. It has to come on board, which is very, very annoying because of the batteries that we have.
964, contact departure. Good night,
But yeah, it's not too bad. So it's just we all sort of compact it all into a couple of bags so that we can bring it on flights with us. It's a pretty good setup. And Michael asking, what did you guys do with Kevin and Rudy last night? Well, we just had a lovely little dinner around near the airport. It was beautiful. What's that? Oh yes, the brewery. It was fantastic. Had an amazing dinner. Had the beef burger. It was fantastic. And guys, I don't know if it was us that's done it, or maybe it's just good timing, but British is third on Flight Radar 24. I'm gonna take the credit. I'm gonna take the credit that it was
What's the call sign again? I'm sorry.
all of us tracking the flight. It is not too far away from landing here on the north side. It's now number 2. Number 2, guys. You guys are incredible.
Two targets in your immediate vicinity. Both are indicating
That is
800
fantastic.
You can start
Can we get it to number 1? We need another 80 people to track it to get it to number 1. Can we get it there, guys? That would be fantastic if we can. BA269.
Juliet Bravo, if you can't hear me, I need you to leave the airspace. Juliet Bravo, just confirm with the call sign. Clear to LA Bravo airspace via the harbor route, 1 mile east of the freeway.
Alright, let's pan across for this British A380 arrival here on runway 24 right, here into Los Angeles from London, BA269.
Downfield, room, would you pull up line for wait?
Line wait, runway 24 left, southwest, 1775.
Keep tracking it, guys.
Juliet Bravo 0272 on the beacon code, please.
23 LHR, runway 24 right, go to land. Preceded by a Super Airbus, caution, wake turbulence. Super 29, Quebec Super, cross, runway 24 left, say gate number.
There it is. What a beautiful arrival from the Super. Get those A380 stickers in the chat, AV members. That was fantastic. We got it to number 2 on Flight Radar's most tracked list. Guys, huge shout out to all of you for tracking that flight. We're going to take the credit that it was the influence of us letting you guys, giving you guys the challenge. So I'm going to take that credit.
I say credit where it's
that
due,
is
Max.
awesome to get it on second most tracked. And there on runway 24 left, not far off departing there, is going to be Southwest Flight 1775 off to Tucson, the 737 MAX 8.
And Dale EXE, thanks for tuning in. It's been great fun.
Yes, getting there. 532 people tracking number 2. That is fantastic.
Definitely a worthy arrival to get to that top position.
Awesome to see the A380 stickers in the chat.
Easily the highlight of the night. Don't think we're going to see anything much better than that.
No, not at all.
In 332 LHR, 302 LHR, my 24 right, go to land.
As we just heard there on the scanner, the JetBlue flight from JFK, New York, B6823 is clear to land. It's an Airbus A321-200. Wearing one of their many liveries. I don't know if you've seen like all the different tails of JetBlue. They have a lot.
They do.
Almost like Frontier and the Animals.
Yeah.
So it looks like that Southwest is
1775, I'll point out traffic here off the south
shot
complex.
there.
Turn left heading
Just
210,
patiently
runway
waiting
24
there.
left, go for
getting
takeoff.
comfortable. There we go. She's ready to go. The lights have just come on.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24 left, Southwest 1775.
That was 4003 LHR, my 24 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 24 left, that was 4003.
Movement now.
Skywest 4003 flighting 230, runway 24 left, go for takeoff.
Heading 230, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff, that's 4000.
Air 2362 LHR, runway 24 left, line up and wait.
Runway 24 left, guys, at 2362.
And Lucy could not agree more.
Delta 2345 LHR
That's
number 3, runway
definitely
24 right, clear to land.
The 3 clear to land, 24 right, south 2345.
684 LHR number 3, runway 24 right, clear to land. Delta 1775, traffic is off your right
And
side, no
Leonard Cords, it
factor,
certainly is
contact
a great
departure.
little camera. Really gets you out of a pickle and can do pretty much anything. The range on its
Traffic is no longer a factor,
capabilities
contact
are
departure.
fantastic. As you can see, we can do night, day. Doesn't matter. It can pull it all off. Certainly do recommend it. And the stability on the camera as well is
2362, you're all clear
fantastic.
for takeoff.
You can get some fantastic
Takeoff,
freehand with it.
to the left, guys, at 23.
Absolutely.
Runway 23
Our next
at
departure
Alpha
there
Alpha,
on runway
short
24
of
left is
runway
going to be
24
Alaska
left.
Horizon flight 2362 off to Portland, the E175 LR.
Departure Sky 4003.
That was 4458, tropical cross downfield, expect about a 2
And
minute
our next arrival on runway 24 right
Line up and wait, runway
is going to be American Airlines flight 302 from JFK, the A321-200.
Louis 23, thanks, cross 2
Another classic case of one in, one out. Here's the American from JFK. Following very closely behind that JetBlue A321.
2362, contact circuit departure. Northwest 2362.
Our next arrival is going to be the Southwest 737 MAX 8 coming in from Honolulu as WN2345 here on the north side.
But our next departure on runway 24 left is going to be Delta Connection Flight 4458 off to Tucson, the CRJ 700ER. Catch the Southwest arrival, the one from Honolulu, 737 MAX 8.
West 4458, for left heading 210, on my 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Heading 210, 24 left, clear for takeoff,
3959 LA Tower, my 24 left, line of away.
so left line of warning, start 3959.
Skyward 3959, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff, RNAV to Delray.
RNAV Delray, 24 left, clear for takeoff, Skyward 3959.
2345 reverse, approved, hold short of runway 24 left.
And that there on screen, about to depart from runway 24 left is DL3959 off to Reno, the Delta Connection E175.
It's 4458, you in the turn?
Yes, sir. We're in the turn to heading 210, so 4458.
As you turn, you'll see traffic 12 moving to 11 o'clock, 2 miles westbound, coming out to 3,200 United Airbus 320.
Traffic inside, Skyward
4458, thank you. They'll continue westbound. Contact departure.
Looks like our next heavy departure to the north side is going to be the French B A350-900
cross runway 24 left.
going to Paris Orly as BF731. That's going to taxi around our way very, very shortly. It's just at the satellite terminal of Tom Bradley.
3959 cross, our contact circuit departure, get it.
March C is 3959.
At 1231, heavy LA Tower. Good evening, the wind's 220 at 4, runway 24 right, clear to land.
On screen there's the United Flight UA 684 coming in from Las Vegas. An Airbus A320-200 also wearing that new livery. I wonder what that bright light is, Max. Like in the distance there, it is so bright. It's like a spotlight.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Must be something down on the beach.
Must be.
684 left,
Santa
turn Alpha
Monica Pier.
Alpha, cross 24 left, and then contact
further
runway
up, I
65.
think.
And Learning Chords, glad we could hit the spot with this stream, giving you a bit of that night rush at Los Angeles.
That is, that's awesome.
Coming in next is going to be a heavy It's the United Flight UA 1231 from Honolulu. A 777-200 wearing that new livery. It's going to be a great catch. Don't see that on the north too often, particularly at
No, not
night.
at all.
Sure, go ahead.
Triply and Ron saying they believe it's the golf course. That would make sense.
Guy was 3044 LA Tower, heavy
That's beautiful.
777 on a 2-mile final. Caution wake turbulence from 24 right to the land.
Alright, looks like we have Southwest taxiing. Oh no. Yeah, we do. We do have the Southwest taxiing down here. Taxiing from towards the gate. Where is it? There it is. That one just arrived in from Honolulu. We just saw its landing on 24 right. French B is on the way, guys, but let's get this heavy arrival. It's going to be that United 777-200 arriving in from Honolulu. Fantastic north side arrival.
LA Tower, heavy will depart the inboard, caution wake turbulence from 24 right, clear to land. I was 3044, trying to make the midfield Zulu exit for traffic post and truck. Delta 2606, you're 50 knots faster than traffic in front of you, you can start slowing gear discretion. United 1231 heavy cross 24 left, taxi Alpha.
And there on your screen there is that French B A350 heading down to runway 24 left.
1231 heavy at the checkpoint, contact ground point 75. Well, bridge route is straight ahead, so Alpha Alpha short of
Welcome
Charlie,
in,
and then
Jamie.
121.75
Glad to have you
at the
in
checkpoint.
the stream today. Hope you're doing well. And Seema saying airport looks beautiful at night. Thank you for the night stream. Well, no worries at all. It does look absolutely stunning, which is why we are still out here
French B731 heavy
racing
LA
the
Tower,
cold.
124 left, line up and wait.
Wait, runway 24 left, French B731 heavy.
LA Tower, heavy Airbus,
Center
full
on
depart
that
the
French
inboard,
B.
caution wake turbulence, wind
Yeah,
230
as it
at 5,
taxis to
runway
runway
24
24
right,
left,
clear
it's
to
going to be departing off to Paris Orly. Fantastic departure there. And our next arrival on 24 right, it's going to be American Airlines Flight 3044 coming in from El Paso, the Embraer E175 for American Eagle. And Jolene saying I'm getting some beautiful screenshots tonight thanks to your great camera work. Jolene, that means the world to me. Thank you so, so much. I'm glad you're getting some cool screenshots. Be sure to send some to me on Instagram, Aviation Videography on Instagram. Would really appreciate that. What's up there? Alright, camera, focus for us. There we go. No, don't go out of focus again.
B731 heavy, RNAV Del Rey, runway 24 left, good for takeoff.
Del Rey, clear for takeoff, runway 24 left, French B721.
That was 34,
Let's turn our attention to the French B.
left at Zulu, hold short runway 24 left.
One of the most stunning aircraft and liveries in the world. Let's get those A350 stickers in the chat to our members, and here it goes. Making its way down runway 24 left.
LHR 12206 from 24 right, clear to land. Go 3044, thank you. Caution jet blast, cross 24 left. Taxi Echo Papa south route. 3044.75 is the checkpoint.
There it goes into the darkness off to Orly.
For 3731 heavy, contact departure.
We have an active 3731, mobile good night.
Delta 2606 at Alpha Alpha, cross runway 24 left and contact ground point 65. 2606 will be crossing runway 24 left. Good. United
And Jamie saying
1671
he'd love to visit these places one day. I'm sure you will at one point, Jamie. Plenty of time to do it. And these places are not going anywhere, that's for sure.
Next arrival on runway 24 right, it's going to be Southwest Flight 121 arriving in from Houston, the 737 MAX 8.
And Rudy, thanks for that. We certainly do appreciate it.
United 61, that's not the full length, that's Echo 7. Are you okay with that?
Yes, alright, we're okay with it.
Perfect. United 6071 Echo 7 on Abdel Ray, runway 24 left, go for takeoff.
Echo 724 left on Abdel Ray.
121 down to Alpha
And
Alpha.
Aviation
hold
Emily
short,
asks, are we
runway
still
24
planning
left.
for SFO shows? We certainly are.
Absolutely.
SFO is going to happen for sure on both Max's channel and my own. And we're really looking forward to the shows we have in store there. It's going to be great fun. Lining up on the runway there, we're going to have United Boeing 737-800 going off to San Francisco as UA 1671.
Uh, 3433 LA, good evening, runway 24 right, clear to land, the wind's 230.
And Steve there saying the economy parking garage is a new favourite location to spot from. It is an absolute treat to spot from. The views you get here are second to none. They're fantastic. So yes, definitely a top tier spotting location here at LAX.
It's a great spot in winter as well because it's going to be front lit all day. So for photographers and videographers, it's definitely the spot of choice, I think, for the north side. On screen now, you have Southwest Flight WN 2473 coming in from San Jose.
Come on, focus. There we go.
United 1671,
It can be certainly frustrating at night.
Good day, 1671.
Versus approved. Use the reverse Yankee, cross runway 24 left, then contact ground.
And Tater 12, glad you're enjoying the colours. The camera does have a good spectrum for 'em at night. And all the pretty coloured lights at the airport is great as well.
And B-Rad has been a Boeing 737 class member for 1 month. Thank you so much to B-Rad, an OG, I think, of the streams and of the channel. especially an OG since I've been doing the streams. So thank you so much. And congratulations on hitting the milestone. It's been awesome to have you on board for a month now. And Kelly Planes is now a Boeing 737 class member. Thank you so much to Kelly Planes. Appreciate you becoming a member. Welcome to the family. So glad to have you on board.
On screen there, you got the Alaskan Horizon Embraer E175 from Las Vegas is AZ2171. And Kelly Planes, yes, thanks for becoming a channel member there, and keep up the great work on your end as well, covering Los Angeles. So following that Alaska E175, we had another Alaska E175. This one's coming from San Francisco as AS3433.
Air 2171, turn left at Alpha Alpha, cross runway 24 left, taxi via the bridge route. The bridge route, so that's Alpha Alpha, short of Charlie. Air 2171, would you get to the checkpoint that's halfway down Alpha Alpha? Contact ground on 121.75.
So, arriving very soon is going to be Delta Flight 355. The Boeing 767-300ER arriving in from Kahului. I've been trying to say that one for a while. I've been learning that from Rudy. Finally said that one right.
I'm still learning. I can't do it.
We'll be arriving here on runway 24 right here on the north side of LAX.
We've also got another United 777 coming here on the north side. It's going to be flight UA 1368 from Denver. Another odd one. Usually that one goes to the south. It's a long taxi all the way down to Terminal 6. Next two arrivals there, Max are going to be the heavies. Back to back, just like LA should be.
Wind 2305, runway 24 right, clear to land. Clear to land 24 right, Delta 365. I was 3500, RNAV Del Rey, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. 24 left, clear for takeoff, RNAV Del Rey, Scout 3500. Scout was 3433, hold short, runway 24 left.
And Chris with a $5 US super chat says greetings from Tullamarine. Well, Chris, thank you so much for your donation. And greetings to you from LAX. It's very weird.
We swapped places with you, Chris. We're in the US and you're in Australia.
Yeah, that's it. It's very weird seeing you tuning in there from our home area, Tullamarine being the home suburb of Melbourne Airport. But thank you so much for your donation, and I hope you are still having a fantastic time there. I know you leave in a couple of days, so make the most of the rest of your time in Melbourne. And I know you've had a lot of fun, and I'm sorry that the weather did what it has done to you down there. Alright, so next arrival here is that Delta Airlines 767-300ER. Arriving in from Kahului.
Sky with 3433, taxi across runway 24 left, then continue via Alpha Alpha and the bridge route.
And Julie saying, I just noticed our host has an Aussie NZ accent. Yes, the annoying Australian accent.
3500, contact, tail for departure.
I try to tone it down a bit, but it's a bit hard. I can go worse if you want. I can go full Australian, but I'll embarrass myself.
W536, wind 2304, RNAV Delray, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
536, RNAV at Delray, clear for takeoff, 24 left.
Fantastic arrival there. And Julie has donated $5 through Super Chat. Says, cool. Are you visiting to Planespot or here to stay? Welcome from SNA. Well, thank you so much, Julie. We are visiting to Planespot. Myself and then Matt from HD Melbourne Aviation. We're both here for some plane spotting. We're here for we'll do a little bit of tourism. I think tomorrow at some point we might head over to Santa Monica and maybe into Beverly Hills, have a look around. It's been a while since I've been to those places, so very excited for that, but mostly here for plane spotting. Thank you so much for your donation, appreciate that so much. People saying go full Australian. Maybe I'll think about it. Maybe towards the end of the stream. Don't want to annoy people. I don't know, people. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the Australian accent? Do you guys think it's annoying? What do you guys think? Either way, we have an arrival. It's a heavy arrival. It's going to be United Airlines flight 1368 from Denver, the 777-200. Focus, come on. It's a heavy. There we go. Oh no. So sorry, guys. Does this sometimes. It's so annoying. Come on. There we go. That's better. Get the touchdown.
Please, 10, traffic miles half northeast position, just outside the Bravo, maneuvering 600, side south. 10, roger, and stay altitude. 10, roger. United 1368 heavy, cross limit 24 left, contact ground point 65.
So it looks like the Saudia has pushed as well. SV42, we're going to wait and see where that one's going to go. Hopefully heading up to the north side of LAX for its departure off to Jeddah. We'll wait and see.
That was 34, LA Tower, wind 23085.
And Sandra saying, loving the accent. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I don't know. I've never really asked people if they like it or not. I've more asked people if they recognize an accent. I never sort of realized that people actually see that here there's an accent I guess because I don't hear my own accent, so I don't know what it sounds like. And Julie B saying, Americans love British and Australian accents. To us it sounds classy. I don't know if I'd say Australian accent is classy. What would you say, Matt? Do you reckon? Yeah. But I'm glad you guys find it that way. I'm glad you guys see it like that.
Good evening, wind 230.
Alright, looks like we've got that WestJet there. The 737-700 is WS1425. That's going to head off to Edmonton.
But yeah, I'd definitely say probably the Australian accent is a little bit raw. It's like the British accent, except just, I don't know, rougher.
Our next arrival on runway 24 right is going to be Spirit Flight NK889 arriving in from Columbus.
South 2036, RNAV Del Rey, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
It's an Airbus A320-200 Neo. And looks like coming up the north side is going to be a Saudia 777, which will be flying off to Jeddah as SV42. That's going to be a nice little catch for us tonight. And Greg, not sure about that. The Canadian accent is fantastic. I actually really like it.
Good evening, wind calm, runway 24 left, line up and wait. Let's go line up and wait, runway 24 left, let's go.
Yeah, the Australian accent is definitely a lot more relaxed. Australian people are very relaxed.
For the most part,
except
absolutely.
for driving. Not relaxed drivers.
Not in Sydney, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's it.
On departure there, we have Delta Flight DL2036 heading off to Las Vegas. Another 737-900 for tonight's show.
WestJet 1425, RNAV Del Rey, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, 24 left, RNAV Del Rey, WestJet 1425.
And sneaking in on arrival there is going to be the Alaskan Embraer E175, operating as flight AS3434, very easy flight number to remember, and that's coming in from San Jose. Quick little flight down south from the Bay Area.
Departure, we'll see it on 2030.
One in, one out. The next one out is the WestJet 737-700 going to Edmonton as WS1425.
Left, contact ground point 65. Airways 889, cross on the 24 left, ground point 65, shoe cross. Good night. WestJet 1425, contact SoCal departure. Good night. Order departure, WestJet 1440.
Might be able to get that 777 that's just departing off the south side there in the frame. Or it's going to roll. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Flying past the LA Tower is American flight AA136 going off to London Heathrow. Bit of a lull for the north side arrivals, but we're going to have the Delta A319 coming in a couple of minutes. That's coming in from Las Vegas. Another Las Vegas flight by Delta. So we're going to see that very, very soon. And we've got a few aircraft taxiing up for departure as well. We should be greeted with that Saudia 777 in no time. It's still just about to complete its pushback sequence. So once it's finished with that, it will be tracking up north and embarking on its long journey over to Jeddah. So guys, it's been an absolute pleasure hosting the stream tonight here with Max, the owner of Aviation Videography, as we enjoy the night rush at Los Angeles International Airport, one of the busiest airports in the world and easily one of the best. And this trip's been talked about for a long time between Max and I in previous streams in Australia, so it's great to see it all come into fruition.
488 Juliet Bravo, LA Tower, good evening. Los Angeles, South 23016. Great to Los Angeles, Bob, we're airspace on the Harbor Route North. Ident, say altitude.
And Julie, I did hear about that with the incident on the balloon. Maybe we'll see a bit of military action on our trip in relation to that. But I'm sure it will be towards the East Coast where any sort of military action would take place. Looks like the Avianca 787 has just lit up as well, which would be shortly flying out of the north side as AV83 to Bogota, Colombia. And tours to boot, that's awesome. Saying it's been great getting to learn about this channel. I didn't know about you until yesterday. Glad that you stumbled upon us and glad you've been enjoying the content. It's been great fun hosting this fantastic airport with you. And looks like Saudi is on its way up now. It's going to be our next heavy aircraft of the stream. So Max, what do you think the best catch of tonight's been so far? We've got a few really good ones.
I have to be British.
Take out the British, 'cause that's the obvious one.
Probably the Eva Star Alliance.
That was a great catch, wasn't it? I wasn't even expecting that one to come in. I think the Saudi is going to be one of the top for me as well. For us Australians, this is a very exotic airline.
Yeah, for sure. Our next departure from runway 24 left is going to be WestJet flight 1699 off to Vancouver, the 737-800.
Hoke 488 Juliet Bravo, additional traffic ahead to your right, approximately 1 o'clock, 2 miles, right at the corner of Bravo, indicate 600, type unknown.
Alright, so we've just got a bit of a lull period, but Saudi should be departing off very shortly. We should be able to see it. There it is in the distance there.
Please stand right.
Looks like coming to the north side, we're going to have that Virgin Atlantic A350-1000 from London though, Max. It's going to be great to catch on the stream. Second in line for arrival for runway 24 right. But it looks like the United 7879 from Chicago O'Hare has unfortunately gone to the south side for its arrival.
And tours to boot asking what route are we taking back home. I'll be flying via Singapore from San Francisco, so SFO to Singapore and Singapore to Melbourne. And Matt will be flying LA to Melbourne.
Likely the QF94 or even the QF12 back to Sydney. See what's better option for you there.
There's that WestJet departure on runway 24 left. Didn't just realise that one was going.
Just made it in time there, Max, to catch the rotation.
See you, Roger, thank you.
Oh, it's out of focus. Not liking that one. Alright, there's that Saudia.
That is a fantastic catch indeed. Just look at that.
WestJet 1699, contact SoCal departure. Good night. Departure weather 1699. You have a good night.
So guys, if you haven't already, do make sure to hit that like button to show your support for our little night stream that we've got going on here for you. If you haven't already, and if you have, you're a superstar and we both really appreciate your support. It is the best free way to support the channel. Hit that like button. It definitely does not go unnoticed. Arriving there is Delta Flight DL2378 from Las Vegas. A little baby bus there, the A319-100. And in the distance I can see that Virgin Atlantic A350-1000. And tours to boot, that is a great question there. I'm going to assume no,
runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
but I could be
Clear for takeoff, runway 24 left, RNAV Delta
completely wrong with that. Never actually flown them, but
Delta 2378, traffic departing, hold short, runway 24 left.
off it goes as SV42 to Jeddah.
Bridge 23 Juliet, heavy inland power, good evening. Wind 230 at 4, runway 24 right, clear to land.
And Cali planes, are you referring to the Virgin Atlantic A350 or the Saudi 777 that just departed?
Delta 2378, crossroad 24 left, contact ground point 65, good night. Saudi 42 heavy, contact SoCal departure, good night. Got the departure today, Saudi 042, good night.
And Haydyn saying, it's strange, I think somehow my mod symbol got deleted. I still need to look into that. I'm not sure. It might have just something might happen with YouTube. I think it's a glitch. I have to go into the actual mods page and see if I can add you back onto it. I haven't had any time. I've been absolutely way too busy, so when I get a chance I will do it. Yes, I aware of what's happened in the news and stuff, but let's keep it plane related, LAX related. Just for the chat, guys, you can talk about that amongst yourselves. I know it's a hot topic, but it's, we'll keep the politics out of plane spotting.
Yeah, definitely agree with that, Max. It doesn't mix too well.
That's it.
Tracking up north, we have that Avianca 7878, which will be going to Bogota very, very soon. There it is, just on screen there. Bit of a legacy route, this one.
Mm. Alright, so that Virgin Atlantic A350-1K from London Heathrow as VS23 is about 1 minute away from landing here on the north side of LAX. Going to be an awesome catch, finally a bit of a heavy action. And that Avianca will continue to make its way up to runway 24 left for its departure. Alright guys, I think soon as well, after this arrival and this departure, we'll be looking towards wrapping up the stream. Just having a look on flight radar, that doesn't look like there's too much action left for the night. There's a few things going and coming, but all very sporadic over the night. I don't think it's too entertaining to keep this these lull periods going. Alright, I'm gonna flick around so we can grab this Virgin Atlantic, guys. A350s into the chat. Spam it to all our members. You can spam that A350 sticker in the chat. There it is. Virgin Atlantic from London Heathrow. Now arriving here on runway 24 right.
That was 4659 on Center Tower. Good evening. Caution weight turbulence. 6,000 trail heavy Airbus and the heavy Dreamliner departing on the parallel. Wind 230 at 4. Runway 24 right to the landing. Skyline 3012 LA Tower, good evening. Wind 220 at 5. Runway 24 right to the land number 2. Virgin 23 Juliet.
Looks like Avianca decided to go at the same time there. Unfortunately. We had to pick one of the two, and I wanted to go for Virgin Atlantic. The arrival is much more entertaining. As you can see a bit more of it.
Police 3, traffic about a mile and a half north of your position, maneuvering over downtown, 1,300 indicated. I believe it's another helicopter. South 1738, ready to South 1738, Heli Tower, good evening. Wind 240 at 5. Runway 24 left, line up and wait. 24 left, line up and wait, Delta 1738. Delta 1738, fly heading 210 for vectors, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. On departure, heading 210, 24 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 1738. Helicopter 4882, your Bravo, Los Angeles Tower, good evening. Traffic maneuvering right in the northeast corner of the airspace. Another helicopter at 600, Los Angeles South 3017. Helicopter 82, Bravo, thank you. Clear to Los Angeles Bravo airspace on the harbor route, squawk 0221.
We got to look at the that LAX tower once again. Keep showing it off. It's a beautiful, iconic site for LA.
Please 10, traffic about a mile and a half northwest. You're
Tracking
southbound
north
from
of the
freeway,
airport at the moment, it's going to be
800.
the Hawaiian A330-200, our next heavy of the stream.
Stand
And it's
roger,
going to be
helicopter 838 Bravo,
HA-34.
traffic off ahead to
And
your
Max, you
left,
can say
approximately
this
10 o'clock,
origin.
mile and a half, is another helicopter,
Kahului.
800 in sight.
That's the one. The one I can't say.
Sky 4659, what's your gate assignment tonight?
Alright, so I think our last heavy of the stream is going to be that Hawaiian.
4659, cross only 24
There's
left,
just
contact
not much
ground
happening
0.65.
for you guys, and rather keep it entertaining than keep you looking at the runway lights. And when the camera doesn't focus, it's even more fun.
1738, flight heading 210, contact SoCal,
There we go.
good night. We set on the heading over to SoCal, good night, sir, Delta 1738. Skyver 3012, cross only 24 left, contact ground 0.65, good night.
Alright, so we await the Hawaiian A330 arrival to wrap up the stream. So guys, if you have any final thoughts, questions or queries, or comments, let us know in the chat as we await this arrival.
That's it. Happy to answer any aviation related questions or
Yeah.
queries.
That's it. It's been awesome to have so many of you guys in the chat and watching the stream. It's been an awesome stream.
It really has been.
Matt, do you want to have a look at how many likes the stream's got?
I can do that. Max, let's have a squiz. Done quite well there. 5 off 400.
Skyver 3012,
Oh,
contact
perfect.
ground 121.65.
Well, let's get to 400 by the end of the stream.
Police
We've got about
10,
5-10
9,
minutes
about
left
1
before the
mile
Hawaiian
northeast,
arrives.
airport, right corner of the airspace 600.
So get us to 500 likes.
400.
400, my bad. I'm a bit tired.
Roger, thank you.
It
I
does
mean,
get
if you
that
got
way.
us to 500, I wouldn't complain. But in 10 minutes, I don't think it's possible. So 400 would be amazing, guys.
That would be fantastic. A great way to wrap up a nice little evening stream.
Absolutely.
Then Monday morning we have a stream on my channel, HD Melbourne Aviation, where Max will also be joining me.
Yes.
But I think
Oh, so this is the last AV stream at LAX. Ah.
Get the party poppers out. It's bittersweet in a way.
Yeah, it is bittersweet.
I feel
But there
like
will be another LA stream. There's 2 more days of LA plane spotting. For me, at least. I think 2.5 for Matt. And then we head off to San Francisco. And I think the first stream there will be Wednesday morning.
Believe so, yes.
Yes. Maybe-
Wednesday morning.
Yeah. Yeah, Wednesday morning.
Glad to have you all here. Tours to boot. Cali Plains. Red Eye.
We got Rudy. I told you to say that.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Hope you have a safe drive home, mate. And Chris says, I'm loving watching the planes out the window at Mel. Hopefully I'll get some heavies later. Hopefully, mate. So are you flying out today? Or are you just there just to casually view the planes?
Good question.
Got a question here as well. I often see FedEx planes clumped together at a corner of LAX. I assume they've got their own place to offload, but how long does a single plane stay there on average? It's always hard to say. FedEx seem to come and go quite a bit, but they also have a lot of planes that just sit there for days.
Yeah.
You'll see on a Friday, a lot of them will come in and some will even sit here for almost the whole weekend. So it's hard to say. They're all very different. But you'll usually see a lot of them fly out in the very early hours of the morning. And tours to boot, yes. I'm Matt from HD Melbourne Aviation. And I'm helping my good buddy here, Max, from Aviation Videography with the stream tonight and also yesterday's as well. And he'll be returning the favour on Monday morning, in between his own filming, just like I've been doing here. And glad to hear that, Julia Flights. Glad you've enjoyed our little LAX stream tonight. I think we got a fair few decent arrivals. Like at the end of the day, we got a few that were really good. The British Virgin Atlantic 350 is a nice one.
Yeah, that's a great catch.
Eva Star Alliance, China Airlines, all worked out pretty well. Now, at the very beginning of the stream, when the lighting was incredible.
Oh yeah, if you didn't see the sunset lighting, make sure you watch the playback. It'll be available. It is available now and will be available on the page, on the Aviation Videography homepage. Make sure you go back and watch that sunset.
I would highly recommend it.
There's something else left a lot of us speechless for sure.
And at one point we had the moon sort of rising as well, so we had that in the background. So that Hawaiian A330 is now on approach.
Yes, it is going to be our last catch of the stream. Hawaiian Airlines Flight 34 from Kahului. I almost said it wrong. I had to think about that one. That is our next and final arrival, guys. So get those A330 stickers in the chat. And that full moon is definitely above us, tools to boot. 100%. I don't think I can, I could probably pan around. I'll try. Let's see what I can do. See if I can pan. I could do a full 180 here. There it is. Alright. You can just see, oh, if it would focus. Come on. There we go. You can just see Hawaiian in the distance there. That little light on top of the other lights, that is Hawaiian making its way down. Oh, got myself in there. Makes its way towards runway 24 right. Our final catch of the stream, guys. A330 stickers in the chat. Flowers and palm trees for Hawaii. Do they have palm trees in Hawaii? I don't know. Never been there. Let's enjoy this one together.
South 680 Heavy, LAX, good evening. Caution with turn control and heavy Airbus over the threshold. Wind calm, runway 24 right, clear to land. Heavy Roger, Grove area protected.
Fantastic arrival there. Hawaiian Airlines never fails to disappoint. What a beautiful livery that is. A beautiful aircraft arriving in there from Kahului. And that will wrap up the stream for tonight. It's currently 8:35 p.m. here, Pacific time in California, in Los Angeles. And just want to take the time now to thank every single one of you for tuning in to this evening's live stream. It's been so much fun streaming for about 3.5 hours. We hope you all have an amazing day, an amazing night, wherever you may be in the world. And that is a wrap for Aviation Videography Los Angeles streams. It's been a hectic few days. We tried to get one going on Wednesday. For those of you who tuned into the thumbnail for it, chatted with everyone. That was a very hectic stream. We didn't get that one under and away, but we appreciate all the support you guys gave us through those internet issues that we had. There's always bugs we got to test out. Those ones came up at the worst time possible. But nevertheless, we've finally got a stream going. Yesterday and then one today. So you'll see Matt and I live on HD Melbourne Aviation on Monday morning. I think around 7 a.m. is when we're going to start. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you go and subscribe to his channel. And you might see us make a cheeky appearance tomorrow on Airline Videos Live on Kevin's Sunday show. So make sure you're tuned into that as well. Kevin and Rudy have welcomed us into Los Angeles with open arms, and we appreciate them for that. So for now, guys, we will see you very, very soon. Stay safe, stay warm. We need to stay warm. It's so cold here.
It is.
And have a great night, guys, or a great day. Thanks to our moderators and everyone for watching and donating and becoming members. You guys are the best, and we couldn't do this without you. So we'll see you guys next time. We'll see you in San Francisco.
That's it. Do make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on those San Francisco streams.
That's it, absolutely. All right, from Matt and I, a very, very good night, and we'll see you up in Bay Area, in the Bay City, in San Fran on Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
All right, see you guys.